Good afternoon. I'm Daniel Miller, and this is Destiny Academy supporting Mind Charity. A warm welcome to all of our friends, fans, community members, participants, and everyone supporting us and watching this channel on a variety of different platforms today. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting everything we do here, as well as our charitable fundraiser for Mind Charity, a British-based charity that helps people who are experiencing mental health issues. So thank you for your shares, for your comments, for your views, for your likes. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for supporting our community of gamers here on my channel, in addition to all of that. Thank you. So, how's everybody doing today? It is a very, very warm and humid day here in our local area, and I think we are likely to be getting some drizzle, which indeed has been absent now for quite a few days from where I live, and that's been greatly appreciated. Yesterday was a beautiful day, really warm weather, with a bit of a kind of a cold breeze, so it made it really pleasant, lots of fresh air. Went for a lengthy stroll and enjoyed everything that the nature had to offer to us yesterday. In the meantime, I watched the Euros, and I've got to say I've been very, very disappointed with the refereeing. It just seems to be so bad. And when you watch Lukaku scoring 3 goals and then having all of those disallowed for no reason whatsoever, and when you watch the games being extended by 10 minutes or 8 minutes for no reason whatsoever, well, one of them actually did have a reason, a serious injury, but it should have been 15 minutes rather than 10. And, you know, just everything seemed so bad. And it just does seem to me that, there are some dark forces in playing here, and a really rather unpleasant type of experience for all of us watching football for what it is, basically a competitive sport. It just seems to me that some teams are not allowed to be progressing, and you have got always the same story, certain referees supporting certain teams and just rigging the result. And also the use of that VAR is just literally, I mean, it's very, very hard to understand as to why somebody who has like a fingernail in an offside position should have the goal disallowed, etc., etc. There's a lengthy list of complaints. But on the bright side, lots of good matches, lots of high-paced activity and interesting scores, and some really great surprises considering that you have countries like Slovakia, Slovenia, and Georgia qualifying for the second round. That's really quite amazing. So anyway, I know that lots of our community members are watching football, and I'm sure you are indeed as excited about the matches that are to follow, as well as myself, outraged with the refereeing. So I just had a discussion with somebody today, and he was completely disagreeable. He said the refereeing is always spotless. So I'm not sure what kind of matches he's watching, not just during the Euros, but overall, because we have spotted skullduggery so many times in the past. It's just gone like from bad to worse, and I really feel for the footballers. I mean, anyway, don't want to name names, but if you've watched it, you know what kinds of games I have in mind and what types of activities were taking place. So it was just unbelievable. In one game, 17 yellow cards and 2 reds. Hello? Is that the Euros, or is that like the Division Z? And, extending the game by 8 minutes where there's absolutely no reason to be extended at all, where the game being literally from goal to goal, back to back, and it just seems to be really. Anyway, I'm just ranting, and that's not as to why we are here today. We are going to be carrying on with Destiny and with activities and Echoes, which is the new season, Act 1, and there is quite a lot of things to do ever since the last reset, so that's exactly what we are going to be cracking on with. In addition to this, due to the Euros, I've not played many games, but there are some that I really enjoyed, and I've gone back to the Division 2. They have like a new season that is now up and running, so if you are the Division gamer or you played it in the past, just make sure you log in, because you will be picking up the seasonal content and you'll be able to join in without any major difficulty. The story missions are freely accessible, but you will need to be the level 40. So unless you are level 40, you need to grind a bit, to get there with the completion of the story missions. And also what's important is they made it possible for people to get in to access the story missions for the season, even if you did not purchase the DLC, Warlords of New York. And that's very good, making it really user-friendly. And it's a great game. I think it's excellent for any form of orchestrated teamwork. You can always revisit certain missions, replay. Always great fun. Massive improvement compared to the first one, I've got to admit. And the only hiccup, if you are like level 25, 30, is that sometimes when you walk through the DC, then you come across some enemies that are very powerful and perhaps above your level, and therefore you will need your team to support you. Something similar to what we did have here in Destiny in the past. And let me just see, I actually played a few games on Game Pass as well. The new additions to the game, so I'll be able to the streaming platform, so I'll be able to tell you exactly which ones they were. Bear with me, I need to dig up my list of titles. That will take me a second. Anyone who is not subscribed to PS Plus or Game Pass really needs to do that if you're on consoles, because you have unlimited access to more than 1,000 games, and they're rotating, always new titles coming in. Like just the other day, a brand new title. What is going on? EA Sports FC 24 had just joined the family of games there. And obviously, if you are a sports fan, if you like those sorts of games, unlike myself, I never play these. Really not my turf. I like watching sports in real life. And, it's going to be definitely very, very enjoyable. And you don't need to be paying for the title. You can try it. Obviously, you can purchase it in due course. It's a fantastic way with which you can experiment with the titles you never heard of. You can try out the games that you always wanted to play. And therefore, eventually, upon completion, you can purchase them. And somebody might say, well, why on earth would you want to purchase a game which you already completed? Well, obviously, because you loved it. And the games like Skyrim or anything which is now on Bethesda are providing you with that opportunity. And sometimes, if you're a subscriber, you'll get them on a sizable discount during a particular kind of sales period, where such titles are offered on low prices. So definitely worth keeping in mind. And at the end of the day, it's a no-brainer for myself. I've heard some other people on Reddit and Twitter rebelling against it, but I really think that they are just ignoring the inevitable. We are moving on, the technology is advancing, and we can't be just turning our backs to it. The technology is defining what we can and what we cannot be doing in these kinds of live online gaming forums, and the achievements so far have been nothing short of astonishing. I'm sure everyone will agree with me, because my gaming experience and gaming career had massively ascended ever since they introduced the streaming platforms, because of a very simple reason. Instead of purchasing maybe a few games a year, I was able to access more than 1,000 on a price of my monthly subscription. And obviously, I tried very many games. I'll get my teeth into those that I really enjoyed and liked, and basically, sky's the limit, so to speak, if you're an avid gamer. And I talked about this on my podcast quite a bit, so obviously you'll be familiar with my viewpoint. And anyway, I want to tell you what indeed has arrived. That just bear with me a second. I'm losing my list. Right. Yesterday I tried Robin Hood Sherwood Builders, a very, very interesting game, and highly recommend it to everyone. Then, as I said, I'm playing at the moment the Division 2 and exploring various avenues there, which still had to be polished off, and also the seasonal content. Then the game that's actually going to be departing after the 31st is Sword and Fairy Together Forever, I think that game's also accessible on PS Plus. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I've seen it. And in any case, it's a wonderful Japanese game with subtitles and delivered in its original Japanese format, which makes it very, very appealing. Steam World Dig, a very, very interesting platformer, very enjoyable. A brand new horror game taking place on an oil rig called Still Wakes the Deep. Again, highly recommended. Try it if you can. It's very creepy. Sandrock Online, very enjoyable, lovable characters, and it's like a build a sim. You're creating a city and the whole environment there with very, very funny characters. And definitely 10 out of 10 for me. And I said you also can access Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 if you've not tried it before. A wonderful RPG. You can go to My Time at Sandrock, which is, I guess, somewhat similar to Sandrock Online. But, with Sandrock Online, you can bring in your mates and play together with others, while the other ones is a single-player game. And then the game I played quite a bit already for several weeks is Callisto Protocol. And you'll be familiar with Dead Space trilogy and the new remake of Dead Space #1. Well, Callisto Protocol is very similar, and it is on the level of that Dead Space remake. If you're a fan of horror in space, that is definitely going to be your bread and butter. You have got to try it. It's very scary. It's very creepy, very, very violent, very gory, and beautifully designed and really good storytelling. So, for anyone who's a huge fan of aliens, Dead Space, well, that is definitely going to be up your alley. So these are the games I played on Game Pass. Right. So let's see what we've got here, shall we? Oh, I can see some of our friends are here. Say hello. How are you guys? Good to see you. Is everyone doing echoes? Are you trying out new activities? Are you crafting weapons? Are you collecting materials? How far did you go so far? Tell us, I'm quite curious. Right, Hunter is my character here. And in here, we learn that we'll be getting double Nightfall rewards. So maybe we'll throw in a Nightfall strike today, because we can be obviously doubling up on all the goodies. Again, bonus Vanguard rank points, which is very common during any of the seasons. And then Grandmaster Nightfall also arrived. So if you are reaching the required power level, you are going to be able to join in. And so that's pretty good. And they said you and your fire team are tested in the most difficult strikes yet. And if you have watched the Vidoc coming from Bungie, they promised that some of those activities will be the most difficult ever created in Destiny. So if you are one of the chaps who likes that degree of insanity, then step in and try it. For me, the exotic mission that I completed the other day with our Australian friends was incredibly difficult, and they even asked us now to be doing it on the kind of master level, and I could just well imagine how difficult that is going to be. Don't forget, the majority of these activities have been created in order to be played together with others. So that's the bottom line. You don't really want to do that all by yourself. Obviously, we have some brave souls who want to be excelling, but that's not why these difficulty levels have been introduced. It's all about the team. It's about team effort, joint effort, guidance, tutoring, and maintaining that degree of advice provided to those who are in the need, or people who want to be learning. So keep this in mind if you're stepping in. Salvation's Edge challenges and master mode available. So there you are. The raid, which indeed has been difficult already right from the start, has got here challenges and master mode available. So anybody who's interested, step in. And they said the raid contest mode is available for the first 48 hours. What am I saying? Can't read. Flashback season of arrivals. Let me just take a screenshot of this. Promoting a limited time unvaulting of items from the season pass in Eververse. So we'll have a look at that. And then we have our director in here. Let me see who is out there who's playing Destiny today here amongst our friends. Labray and Sandpeach. That's great. Our Australian friend is here. Maybe also watching. If you're watching, hello. And indeed, very good to see you, and very good to see that you're playing Destiny. You've been of great assistance the other day when we completed that exotic mission Therefore, I have the weapon on me, and the weapon is Outbreak Perfected. Okay, so I've got everything sorted. Oh, we picked up some extra mods during our last session. So let me see. Prismatic Transfer. Argent Blade. Bonus damage. Okay, that's good. We'll take that. But we are nearly there, so we'll be able to, with one more, and then we'll reset. Just remember that this Hunter's Journal used to belong to Cade, so good to see it here. Right, I picked up a few weapons, and I said I was going to be doing some deep focusing, crafting, and I think we'll have to be incorporating that into our activity. Otherwise, it all gets a bit forgotten, gets lost, and I think this is what we'll try to do today. Let me see. My seasonal armor, Untethered Edge Cape, Untethered Edge Strides, Edge Vest, and Untethered Edge Grips. But what I'm still missing is the mask, and I think I'll be able to pick it up from our NPC eventually. If I don't pick it up in a game, we'll see. And these ones will need to be also enhanced somewhat. Energy 7, Energy 8, Energy 6, Energy 6. Okay, let me just see. That needs to go up if possible. Yeah, we don't have any enhancement cores, therefore, we can probably stick this one in. Fastball. Always good to have fastball enabled. And then let me see. With this one, harmonic resistance we'll put in. Why not? And then we'll have extra energy. Okay, so that will be all about health, recuperation. Put that in there. We want to be recharging faster. And then, no, that's the one. Sorry about that. And then we'll see what. Oh, we haven't got any of those there for the last one. Needs to be increased there. Enhancement Prism could be purchased from Master Rahul. Okay. Right, open director. We need to double check our quests. Receive a mission briefing from Failsafe in the helm. It's funny because every time you have that weekly reset, if you pegged your activity, then it just simply disappears. So just remember to walk in and make sure you peg it to whatever you're going to be doing, because obviously you'll be getting then a clear indication on the map where to go and what to do. I was a bit confused on the day one of the new season, and I just didn't do what was necessary. Therefore, I didn't put two and two together, and I was looking for a place on the map where, in fact, I've not gone to NPC. That is usually providing us with all the tasks. So shame on me. Okay, season pass. What do we got here? Buy season rank. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. Episode echoes. That's all been already sorted last week, I think. Let me see. I don't see anything in here for us to do, right? Oh, I know what it is. It's probably one of the leftovers in that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I just preview this. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Look at that. Unsated curiosity. Kind of like it better than that red and blue. The only trouble is that, yeah, okay, let's try that. We'll pick this up first. And then Eloyman's sword, well, already got one, so not really the priority. But in here, Bright Dust, what's on offer? Well, I haven't got really all that much, just 960. And as you can see, these are quite expensive, but I'm after the exotics generally every week. So I need to grind a bit to get more of the money in order to purchase those. Okay, no worries. We'll go to the helm, pick up our task, and then crack on. I want to ask everyone, are you guys doing the Pathfinder at all? Anyone doing it? I've got to say it's very grindy, and there's always like 1 or 2 tasks in there which are almost impossible to complete, or they really take a long while. So just watch out for this, because I've not been able to pick up even a single platinum reward. To be fair, last week I wasn't grinding as much, but certainly during the first week I did everything possible, because I thought this was the new format of the game offered with the funny shape, and I've done everything. There was like literally a couple of grenades on. There was 1 grenade left on 1 task, and then quite a few precision shots on sidearm in what was it? So I think Gambit, the general kind of Gambit strikes and the Crucible, and then I didn't get anything. I was so annoyed, and actually during the first week, Pathfinder was accessible for 3 days. I didn't manage to complete everything else. Anyway, I was doing a big activity for the first week, and it didn't really make me very happy that everything got reset, and I was obviously left short of that platinum reward. Anyway, we'll go to our NPC. Everyone played Breach Executable almost certainly every single week, because that is being slotted in as the mainstream activity. So you've got to be grinding it with your friends in order to complete everything that your NPC failsafe has to offer. Right, so let's go there and have a look. How is everyone today? Last night I read a book which I picked up in my local bookshop, and it was so interesting. I read a lot of military and history books, and just couldn't drop it. It was like so suspenseful. So I went to bed a bit later than usual, which is not very good. And then today and yesterday we had a full respite from the Euros, which indeed has been greatly appreciated with so many matches to be watched for about 2 weeks. So it will ease up a bit with 2 per day and then being spread out for the rest of the tournament. Okay.
Greetings, Captain. Ikora has requested that I accelerate my studies of the Nessus Vex, so I am overclocking my internals to...
Captain, I'm gonna disengage my socialization filter, if that's okay. Maintaining this uplink takes a lot of power. Yeah, this is better. I'm running those scans Ikora wanted, and I've got some ideas about new sample sites down on Nessus. And hey, I want you to know, I'm glad to be a part of the team again. Working with you and the Vanguard, the whole deal, it's nice. I like to be useful to people. It gives me a reason to, it's part of my programming. So even if I don't sound excited, know that I am. I am way into it. Anyway, ready when you are. No, filter's not re-engaging. Let's just get going.
So we've heard everything from Failsafe. Let's just recap on what's been given to us. A Rising Chorus, Act 1. Failsafe greets you and shares that the Cora requested that she redouble her efforts to study the aberrant Nessus Vex. As we've seen, the Vex are very different compared to the past, so there's plenty to explore. We need to collect materials and explore the items which are to be collected on Nessus. To maximize the power following to her research banks, she turns off a socialization filter. She sounds audibly relieved as her voice is stripped of its forced politeness. This is better, she says. I'm running those scans Ikora wanted, and I've got some ideas about new sample sites down on Nessus. Perhaps due to the disabled filters, she tells you that she appreciates being given a chance to help on this mission. I want you to know, she confides, I'm glad to be a part of the team again, working with you and the Vanguard the whole deal. It's really nice. Anyway, ready when you are, she says with forced enthusiasm. Through her filter, fails to re-engage. She sighs, let's just get going. Locate sites from which to extract radial area samples. So yet again, we need to be grinding somewhat. Alright, so any rewards? None. So let me just see. So I'm quite curious about this, right? So in here, it tells me I need to be unlocking this item in collections to purchase. That's because we've not picked it up yet, right? So this is Echo Engram, armor focusing, weapon focusing. So let me just see, if we picked up, for instance, yeah, already, let me just quickly see something, weapon focusing, because we picked up the armor, and focusing with a high mobility stat due to equipped course mod. Okay, Echoes of the Glory. Prizal weapons. 78, 18. Let me just see. I see. Okay. Right, slight line survey. Okay, we'll just delete that one. No. And then what we'll do is we'll go up here and then we'll pick up this one. Okay, so that will cost us, as you can see, Echo Engram, 4 of them, Glimmer. So we'll acquire this one. Right, so that's in our inventory. And then we'll go and have a look. Precision frame, air trigger, kill clip, radial area, transposer. Right, so in here, now first of all we'll see empty deep sight. I need a deep sight harmonizer, I haven't got it. Right, increase the level as much as possible. Just one enhancement course. We brought it to level 5. Alright. And then we'll pick up targeting adjuster. Need to get deep sight harmonizer ASAP. Ultralight barrel, greatly increasing handling speed, increasing stability. Okay, so that's increasing magazine size. This is increasing range. We want better range. Right, so appearance, I think it's probably as good as it is, don't you think? Let's see that. Oh, I like that. Take that. Properly Cadish. And then we'll go back up there, go to inventory. Oh, the inventory's gone. We'll just swap this hand cannon for the other. Okay. Lots of good weapons in here, as you can see. We need to try some of them as we go along. And so I think I'm probably sorted. That's also a seasonal weapon, as you can see. We're picking up quite a few belt thread. 57. Yeah, the same story. Okay. Right, so that's sorted. And then we'll pick up bounties. As many as. What was the first one? So just collecting radiolite samples, then eliminating mechs. Automatic rifles. Okay, we've got one equipped. And then solar. We need to equip solar. Just equip solar straight away. Otherwise I'll forget. And then we'll go for more bounties, right? So that's random, 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 random. And that's it. Let's just go and have a look at what the bounties are. Make sure you always pick up as many bounties as possible. Really helps with your XPs. So up there, radiolite. Okay, powerful combatants. Rapid defeats. Precision shots. Oh, hand cannons. Okay, we've got this equipped. And that's swords and glaives. Okay, so put swords. One sword up there. Let me just see. 56. 57. Put this one on. And this one, Talos blade surrounded. Okay, we'll just get rid of that one. Mind you, I probably can infuse it. Let me just see. Yeah, with Falling Guillotine I'll infuse. That's it. Because Falling Guillotine is one of the best swords, you always want to have it on you. It spins, it's a bit like Dark Drinker from Destiny 1. And what else do we have here? You see I'm keeping those engrams for deep focusing. We'll do this bit by bit. Okay, we completed one task which I mentioned, and that's deep focusing of the hand cannon. And if I'm not mistaken, I completed this last time, so I don't have to be planting any samples. That's correct. And I also deposited... we need some more. Alright, so that's fine. A quick look at the pause box. No, that's vault. Not much in there. Okay, so I think this one we can get rid of. Automatic rifle, is that the same one? No, it's Veiled Threat, okay. And then this is origin story. Vehicle. So this one's craftable. Right, doesn't matter, we'll just leave it there. Oh, what was that? I just forgot about the last one. Controlling vision. I've not tried that one, so I'm not sure what it's like. Radio messages. None at the moment. Alright, so we're ready to rock and roll by the looks of it. Nothing here either. Alright, so let's just let's go and have a look. So that we need to go to Nessus. So it's in the cistern, right? We'll go to this area here. Normal. And also we need to level up. We want to go to 2000 so we can enter Nightfall, Grandmaster Nightfall that is. Take us a bit of time. I don't really see any major changes with the actual storytelling and the direction that the game's taking. They talked a lot about episodes and how everything is going to be quite different. The structure is pretty much similar, but maybe it'll change as we carry on. I don't know, we'll see. But on the other hand, I think it's quite wise of Bungie not to be introducing too many changes at once. That would almost certainly be rejected by the gaming community. Because we're all creatures of habit, you know, we all like coming back to something that is known to us. Alright, so we need to be traveling down there. Don't go into the hole, remember that. Yeah, we keep getting these tremors quite a bit. One thing I forgot to use was the shader. I said I was going to use it. So we'll see where it is. Is it this one? No. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Unstated curiosity, need to remember. Change the appearance. So we get like a proper hunter. quite good you can use one shader on everything, otherwise it would take us forever. There, I like that better, don't you think? It looks a bit like something out of a Japanese samurai game now. Scathorn. Kind of like that one, I've got to admit. That's pretty good. I'll put that in. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? A bit more menacing. Alright. Let's see where the materials are. We need to collect them. Well, last week one of those collection points was so well hidden I couldn't really couldn't find it anywhere. Eventually I did find it, but it just seemed so well hidden. It was very annoying. There's a chest in here. We want to be collecting chests as part of some of our tasks. Where is my sparrow? There. Some materials as well. Oh, good. Pick this up. And then another chest in here. So where's the patrol beacon? Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh, it's not. I just heard it. Alright. Anyway, there are some enemies up here, so we'll make sure that they're gone. Our seasonal automatic rifle. I'm just going down the route of exploring these weapons, because generally I use my exotics and don't bother, but you know, what's the point then? We are paying for the content. We want to retry everything that's on offer. I know that our friend Suckapoopoo does this. Tries everything. Therefore he knows everything about all these different types of weapons, and always ask him for that.
Welcome back to Nessus, Captain. I will now re-engage my proximity-based
It
detection
was a
method
pure
to
chance to
explore
discover
a
this.
single sample. Don't worry, I refined it after last time. It's a lot more sophisticated now. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
That's hidden. That must be down below somewhere. Okay, where's the next one? That was quick, it was easy to find, but actually it was by chance I discovered the other one.
To all who can hear me, alert. Incoming Cabal construct. 85% probability of intelligence-related objective.
Oh, there's another, yeah. And not bad, this hand cannon, look. One shot and that's it. Good. A bit further away, these ones, I think. Oh, I'm being hit by this thingy. I forgot that on the other hand cannon I get automatic release as well. That's due to one of the mods, I think. Alright, so that's it. They're respawning. That's odd. It's already collected that one.
They won't collect any intel here.
Cabal intelligence operations? What a paradox!
But what's this? I can't find anything down here. Really bizarre. Ah, see that. Didn't collect that one. Pick up this one. Picked up many enough, so we need to be locating the next site. Alright. Where is the next site? Up there. Ah, okay. We'll go across. Not been using my sword at all. Some ammunition for it. Alright, no problem. Come on, grab. Grapple. Well. Am I going to be able to cross this? Let's see. Maybe. Oh, look at him. I did complete one bounty, I think. I'm gonna use my sword there. Pick up some ammunition. Boo. Come on. Just want to remind everyone that I am raising funds for the Mine charity. So if anyone's in position to be donating, please click on the link, which is there at the very top of your chat, and contribute, because by doing so you are joining the process to which many lives are saved. This charity is providing services for anyone in Britain who's experiencing a major mental health difficulty, and they provide counselling, advisory services. They have professionals, volunteers working for the charity. And, you know, just think about it. If you were experiencing that sort of issue, you would need somebody to help you with the problems that you're experiencing. And Mind are providing exactly that. And it's also free of charge. So, you know, we want to be raising as much as possible for the charity. And that's the task before us. We have plenty of time until the 31st of December. I think £500 for the charity within a period of 6 months is easily achieved. Just please contribute. If you can't donate, then spread the word, share, comment, you know, and oh, look at that. Got away. Just come back to what I said. If you're not in position to be donating, you could be always sharing, providing some comments, likes, views, you can spread the word, and that will help. There are going to be people out there in our gaming communities who are experiencing that sort of difficulty, and they'll be more than willing to contribute. And particularly people who've been helped, people who were using either Mind or similar services, both in Britain and elsewhere. And don't forget, this community is always open to everyone, and particularly so to people who are experiencing some form of difficulty, be it based on their health, the status, finance, education, family problems, anything really. We are all inclusive in here, and we want to be helping those who are more vulnerable than the rest of us. Right, so I need to find out where this next area is, right? Collecting materials, and so that probably is somewhere up here. See? Yeah, that's right. The map's telling us we need to go up here, but maybe not through this hole. Right, we'll see. It's so hot and humid in here, where I am. Ah, so maybe there is a way in. Let's see. Just seems like it's somewhere up that, yeah, okay, taking the right route. So that's good. It's funny because they said initially, as they began to vault the content in Destiny, that we can't go to those planets and the content as the darkness had occupied the territories. But the darkness has been defeated, therefore we want to go back. So I write a letter to Bungie saying, can you please allow us to go back to the old Red War missions and the DLCs and everything else? Because the darkness is no longer occupying those areas. What do you think? A good idea, hey? Tunnel Geek. Look at that. Right, so we'll see, what's Tunnel Geek doing? What is this? Broadcast intercepted. I'm picking up all of that information. Maybe Failsafe can decipher it. We'll see. Well, I didn't see any difference, so I'll just carry on with my activity. I thought our friend was having an extraordinary emote, so I wanted to double check. I like these emotes. The new ones. Precision shots. Come on, where's my Sparrow? There it is. My Sparrow's there. We're not meeting much resistance at the moment, so that's a bit surprising, considering how things were during the last couple of weeks. Shouldn't say it twice, that's also something to remember. Let's just engage with that world event, shall we? Let's see whether it's too far. It's not too far. Okay.
The Fallen are feeding on that server.
That is very bad news. Please stop them.
Ah. Ah, got killed already. It was a bit careless. Alright. Some of our chums are joining us in here, so that's pretty good. He's immune again. See, nearly exploded in me. Wasn't careful enough.
We did it. We broke open the servitor.
Did you know ether exposure causes no permanent damage? Congratulations.
Prodigal cloak. Let's see what the strength of that prodigal is. 56. Well, not too bad. But we don't have any upgrade modules, so that is not really... Oh! What I do want to do is I want to take a nice screenshot of our friend here, so we can share that on Twitter. There. What else do we have? Let's see. Oh, some materials. They did actually make it quite packed with different types of collectibles. And there are lots of things which you can pick up as you go on, and just make sure you do exactly that. Because these materials are very valuable. You can use them for all sorts of things in the course of your activity. And you never know, what material is going to be wanted where. No, I mean, it's not too bad, really. Oh, loot. Not bad. There's another one down there, wasn't there? Oh, some Cabal. What are they doing in there? Another chest. I'm getting rich. Loads of money. What else? another one up there. Respawned. Ah, two of them. And a bit of burn medicine. This one. It's a good sword. Wow, we're spoiled for choice, don't you think? So many different weapons and bits of armor. What I do like is they made it possible for the old armor to be always modded, so you can use it for the appearance of your character and then you can tailor it accordingly. So that's pretty good. Like the idea. Makes it more interesting, you know, a bit more diverse. I guess some of our old Destiny 1 veteran friends will say, well, no, we hate it because we actually much prefer those grinds that then became a bit more meaningful. Well, it's a question of choice and Destiny is giving you these options, so you know. Ah, there is no message in there, so... Did I collect? Yeah, I did. Just a minute. Surely I would have completed a bounty with the sword. Double check. Running away from some hectic action of that. Okay. What have we got there? One bounty completed. Okay, so that's hand cannons, solar, sniper scout. I see. It's rapidly defeating. Okay. So we need to be doing this sort of activity. So we get more brownie points. Right, more materials. Oh, you enter the search area. The waypoint has disappeared, indicating your goal is nearby. Look closely at your surroundings. Right? Right, are we getting anywhere? Yeah, I've seen the collection point. Just on the other side. Better hide. Yeah, should have said it twice, right? No place to hide there in the immediate vicinity. Alright. There it is. Let's pick it up. Also a precision shot. Let's face the facts. Oh, no. Let's see. Radiolaria. Another one there. It's enjoyable, but I think we probably would need to have a few more enemies in there to make it really spicy. Otherwise it gets a bit flat for some people, I think. Yeah, that wasn't a thing to do. Anyway, I just want to have my hot drink. Bear with me. As a matter of fact, my drink is no longer that hot. Never mind. Hot outside, so... Well, warm. It's not that hot today. A bit cloudy. The last few days were tropical.
I don't know why the Vex would put a conflux all the way up here, unless it was for the view. But Vex aren't really big on aesthetics.
Must be up here, right?
Excellent. This sample will do nicely. I can use this radiolaria to see how far the unpredictable behavior of the Vex is spreading.
So we need to find a new site. Okay. Fast travel instead of just going through all the tunnels. Generally, I don't like fast traveling. I like exploring in RPGs and story-driven games. But in Destiny, it's a necessity in some parts of the game. So let me see. We have... Where am I? So I need to go just straight. Look at this. I've got to admit, I really love the way Nessus is today, being completely different and redesigned compared to the way it was initially. Initially, it was so flimsily done, you know, the background and everything looked like.
Fancy glimmer drill.
Knowing you, it won't look that way for long.
Look like some students who have not finished their course in graphic design were working on it. What is this? Someone's sparrow, probably, right? Yeah. Mission complete, eh? Alright, so that's still further up there. But on the other hand, I just really ignored the tasks, and I've got here collecting higher quality. Right, defeating powerful Cabal, so that is swords, alright. Hand cannons, okay. Okay, I can't do this at the moment. Actually, probably can. Scout rifles. Yeah, alright, so we need to carry on exactly the same fashion up to a point where all these badges are completed. Alright.
I'm sending you coordinates for some place to survey. Probably crawling with bad guys. But I'm pretty bored.
It was so annoying, you see this? Just kept pushing and pushing. Right, Sparrow. No, you're going to be collecting some loot from here. And pick up some materials. Right, so we need to go up there. Yeah, it looks like it's up here. Oh, look at that. Where is this taking us to? Hang on. So is this area here, maybe? Let's walk. And now it disappeared. No, it's not disappeared. Just complete that patrol first before we get in. Must be up here somewhere. So what area is it? Here? No. No, nothing up there. Must be up here somewhere. Hang on. Here we're getting just one. And then we'll get two. Oh, never mind, we'll do it afterwards then. Poles of luminance. Yeah. It shall be here by the looks of it. What's happening out there? Just a minute, who's using stasis on us? Ah, it just literally escaped me. Bit annoying. Look at this. That's funny. Glitch. Some materials. Beta lattice. Oh, look at that. Ah, that's annoying. Survived. What do I do with this one? Come on, grapple. That's funny, because they're using stasis, you know. See that? Well, that's the mystery. Why is it that they can do this? What's here? Oh. That didn't look too friendly. Radiolaria. There's another one there. Look. Ah. Can recover in here. Okay. Any more anywhere? Oh yeah, there is one here. Some of them are quite easily visible. And some other ones are a bit more concealed. Did I pick it up? Yeah, just about. Oh, there's another one in there. That probably is the last one. This is like a phenomenal area. Look at that. Yeah.
Okay, more radiolaria. Oh, this is strange. There's definitely something influencing the... Wait, am I getting a call? I'm getting a call. Hello?
Guardian, this is Osiris. It's Saint. Meet me at the helm immediately.
Ooh, that sounds important. We'd better go.
Well, back to the base. Next week in Destiny, Iron Banner, Nightfall, Crucible, Mayhem, Showdown, Raid. Well, a lot of that we've seen in our seasons before, so not terribly excited about it, must admit. Oh, Cyrus is here. Okay.
Saint, come in. Damn it all. Guardian, I've been unable to get through to Saint. The Vex must be jamming the frequency.
Saint Unit, please respond.
There's no interference. His comms are open, he's just not answering.
That is not like him at all. Something's wrong.
One moment. I have triangulated the last known coordinates of the Saint Unit. He touched down not far from the Nessus object impact site.
The impact site. Guardian, you know that area. Go back to Nessus and follow his path. Please. Saint can stand against any Vex. But I fear there may be something more sinister at work here.
Sharing coordinates. Ready when you are, Captain.
Well, you've heard it all. We need to rescue Saint. So we need to track him. Mission Mesmerize completed. Let me just double check. Okay, the quests. Right, we did complete some unclaimed challenges there, or I should say seasonal challenges have been completed. Week 4, deleted directive. Okay. More money. Maybe some triumphs. None! Oh, come on. Where are we with our Guardian? Let's see. Yeah, that's seasonal. Sent 91, received 63. Means I'm giving others a lot more feedback than the other way around. Never mind. Collections. So we'll just forget about these. Gone up 33 seasonal rank level. Back to Nessus by the looks of it, I think. Oh no, there's something in Helm still. Let me see what that is. Let's see. Radio messages, probably. No. But there is... Oh, I know what it is. Yeah. No. No. So that's not right. I got that wrong. Okay. Well, I don't see anything at the moment. Never mind, we'll just go to Nessus. Ah, that's the activity. That's a story mission. Mesmerize. Okay. 1945.
Thank you for looking into this, Guardian. It's unlike Saint to go AWOL. I left Osiris in the helm, against his objections. Nessus is undergoing a rapid metamorphosis. And until we understand the nature of its evolution, I'm not risking any lightless personnel. Guardian, I'm concerned. Saint is one of the Vex's oldest enemies. They hold him in esteem, if that makes sense. If they capture him, it won't be to kill him. It'll go deeper than that. Let's hope it's nothing. I'll be your eye in the sky for this op, and failsafe will be tech on the ground. Good luck.
These are the Saint unit's last known coordinates. He was headed directly into the Well of Flame.
The radiolaria has been drained from this basin, but there's no evidence of a fight. Did the Vex just let him pass?
That appears to be the case. How ominous. The Saint unit may have entered peacefully, but it appears the captain will meet violent resistance.
Oh, I love this part.
I see. We have some serious enemies in there. No, I probably need a rocket launcher for the big guy. So we'll probably take our Dragon's Breath. What I do like about Dragon's Breath is this. Look at that. Ornament! Looking really good. Alright, respawn. And then I got 4 rockets in there, so that's fine. This is where he is. Trying to just rocket directly at him. Ah, didn't suffer a lot, must admit. Yeah, that Hydra is to be resolved.
Guardian, the Vex are peeling back, retreating under suppressing fire. Those are infantry tactics we normally see from the Cabal or Fallen.
Or Guardians.
Something in their strategic doctrine must have changed. We need to get to Saint right away.
Oh! Where was that coming from? Oh, Cyclops up there. Where? Oh, there. See. Okay. Well, that's annoying. They're really powerful. Look at that, I'm dying. We need to eliminate the big beast because there's 2 Cyclops in there. They need to be gone. Oh, it's really massive, massive recoil. Let's go up there and try to sort out that Cyclops from closer range. Oh, I picked up some. Okay, I'll be alright. Should work here, alright. Well, hang on a minute. That's not really as it should be. Yeah, that's right and proper. Can't believe I have no more ammunition. Look at this. Nope. Nope. That's too many of them in there. That will not work. I can't believe that this Cyclops is killing me all the time, but I haven't got any more rockets. What can I do? Yeah, that will not work. Need better gear, more ammunition. Counter-Strike is there. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? You can see we are grinding this seasonal content that's been given to us this week. So it's the new seasonal content, Echoes Act 1, week 3 or 4, I think it is. It's actually week 3 of the season, isn't it? Yeah. You also playing Destiny? You also grinding the season, or perhaps you are our friend is saying something. Let me see. He's saying, sorry, I do not understand. I came for a badge. I'm writing through a translator. Good luck with your streams. Right, fine, thank you. Thanks very much for popping in. Thanks for watching. Thank you for saying hello and collecting your badge. All good. Thank you. Join our community of gamers. You can pop in anytime. And we support charities in here, you know, it's like charitable streams. Oh, we can probably eliminate that one. Yep, that's right. Come on, go down now. A bit hidden in here. Still no rockets. Come on, what's that? You can't see me for some reason, that's funny. But this will take forever. Don't fancy doing it like this. To get some heavy ammunition. There we are. Right, so hopefully my Dragon's Breath will provide him with some remedy. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Go away yet again. Compel Goblin. Did pick up some rockets. 3. Okay. One more. bounty completed at last. Well, it looks like these bounties are very grindy. Yeah, this is where we are. Oh, look at that. Got 3 of them completed. So that's hand cannons and sidearms, solid damage, and automatic rifles. Okay, so now we have Radiolite, Cabal, Rapid Sword, Scout Rifle. Okay. Just put that Scout Rifle back in. Ah, come on, what's going on? Being hit from all sides. Oh, it's not quite it. What was it? Scout Rifle and what else? There was something else. Sniper. Okay, so we'll bring back our Dragon's Breath. Ah, look at that. That's like 2 of them. Well, I tried to get rid of at least one of them with my golden gun. So let me see. Oh, it's 2 of them. Look at this, wasted my soup. Haven't got my super back on. Wow. There's too many of them at once, that's the fact. Dying a lot. Yeah, well, hopefully I picked up some heavy ammunition. None. Well, that's no fun. Did it explode or not? Yeah, it did, okay. So the other one should be also... Where is the other one? Up there. Where is it? Sonia lost. another one. Yeah. He had to be springing up just behind me. Like my friends used to say, you cannot be beating those algorithms. They know exactly where you are. They know exactly what you do. Milk spot. That's what I was after. Managed to get in, so that's alright. Alright. It's precision shots, I think. Oh, come on. It's precision shots with the sniper, I think. Swords or glaives. Yeah, it's precision. Alright, so that's fine. We'll like that one. Really good. And I've got extra ammunition. Lovely. So let's just go up there and try to deal with the boss. Very good sniper, hey? Oh, just remember, it's been crafted, modded, therefore it's very powerful. Anyone who wants to play stealthily, well, this is your tool. Oh, we need to go up there. How do we go up there? It wasn't too difficult.
I have isolated the Saint unit's comms.
But if I am not the real Saint, then who am I?
Saint, come in. Where are you?
Just an error, compounding into the future.
The Saint unit cannot hear us. He appears to be engaged with a local signal.
A local signal? This is bringing back bad memories of Lakshmi 2 and the Endless Night. I pray to the Traveler I'm wrong.
Amazing designs, I've got to admit. This looks really beautifully built.
From the true path, corrupting our timeline.
The Saint unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus. But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
That didn't work.
Diverging from the true path, corrupting our timeline.
The Saint unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus. But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
Ah, yet again. Keep forgetting it's like a strike. Never mind. We'll be a bit more careful. But maybe it's not the best choice of weapons. Let's see.
Corrupting our timeline.
The Saint unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus. But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
Completely gone. See how powerful the rocket launcher is. Oh yeah, I got to go up there, it's true. All gone. God. What's the enemy level in there, I wonder? They appear to be a bit more powerful than me.
Diverging from the true path. Corrupting our timeline.
The Saint unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus. But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
There is some money in here. I should really collect it. That was good. Effective. This rocket launcher has napalm, so that really makes it nice and easy. Can't believe it. Well, that's tricky.
Diverging from the true path, corrupting our timeline.
Well, we'll get there in good time.
Sync unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus.
But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
Finally. It took so long. Look at that. 2 engrams in there. Beautiful. Picking up some money. Yeah, but in here I need to be hiding. 3 of those portals, not 1. So where can I hide? Oh, go away!
Diverging from the true path, corrupting our timeline.
The Saint unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus. But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
Ah, muted myself. But that was really fortunate. The big one was really causing us a major headache. The second one.
Unified in a symphony of consciousness by a benevolent conductor. No divisions, no imperfections. A new age is coming.
There is something up there. Didn't see what was up there. Good. How do we got there? Probably best to be jumping up here to see what the best way is. Yeah. That's odd. How am I to get there?
It's the retreating Vex from earlier. This must be their final fallback position. Break through, Guardian.
He was immune. Well, that's annoying. Gold. No, that's not going to work. Need that sniper, I think. What is the third one? Nearly got hit. Still not gone. Can't believe it. Where's the third one? Must be just above us in here. Just one. So he's just above me. Alright.
protocols successfully bypassed. I am becoming indispensable.
Reach Saint. Where is he? Oh, he's gonna be down there. Okay.
I was never meant to be here. This reality belongs to the real Saint. The real Saint is dead. I am only his...
Saint, can you hear me?
Just a copy of a copy of a copy.
Who's he talking to?
A new golden age is coming. Free from falsities. Like me.
Come on, big guy. Snap out of it. Osiris is waiting.
Osiris. Osiris! Ikora, Guardian.
I've got you, Saint. Don't worry. Thank you, Guardian.
Well, that was a lengthy story mission with lots of tasks. So we now need to go back to Helm. Talk to him. That was pretty good. I quite liked the activity. A bit better than last week, I thought. Last week was a bit grindy. Didn't seem to be too well aligned with the story, but this is obviously. So let's see what our friend Saint is going to tell us. So I'm quite curious. All three of them are there, look. Switch that. We'll have a better view then. Yeah, I thought we would, but actually maybe not.
Saint, what did they do to you?
I don't know. A voice spoke to me on Nessus. I could not deny its commands. It was not like any Vex I have seen. It connected to my mind and called itself the Conductor.
Exo and Vex do share radiolaria as a base material.
Maybe they were interfacing for intel on our operation.
They cared not of our plans. They measured my humanity, my legitimacy.
What do you mean?
They said, "We are a lie, Osiris. The real Saint 14 was not meant to live. You love a forgery."
Saint.
My existence is in error. You chose me because your saint is dead.
Preposterous.
Almost like a simulation.
No. You're the man I knew before. To the serial number. In the corridors of time, I only peered into timelines that mirrored our own. I didn't want to pull you away from a happy life, or change you. I wanted to rescue you.
See, you're as close as mathematically possible.
Yeah.
Saint, this doesn't change anything. It's a tactic.
You feel real to me.
We know you. And you know us. You're right where you belong.
But this feeling, this displacement, it rings in my head. That voice, I hear it still. I would like to be alone. Alone, please. For now.
Yes.
I know it's useless to tell you not to worry. But try. I'll look into this.
Well, this is a new mystery unraveling before us. What's happened to our friend Saint? What's happened to his mind? Why is he saying these kinds of things? Obviously, he is under some sort of spell that would have come from the Vex. And as you've seen, the Vex had changed significantly ever since the Witness got defeated. So there is a change, and we are exploring this. And let me see. Can we open the case? We can't. Just sat on it. Okay. So let's just talk to Failsafe.
Hey, Captain. Is Saint Unit okay? It sounded like that voice. He called it the conductor. Is that some stuff that really got to him? I never thought I'd see him shaken up like that. He's always so strong. I figured if something bothered him, he'd just laugh it off.
But I'm sure he'll be fine. He's surrounded by people who care about him. You, Osiris, Ikora, and the whole Vanguard. No one can stay sad when they're surrounded by that much support.
I assume.
I'll continue processing all the samples you've extracted from Nessus. Now that the conductor has harmed Saint Unit, I have disabled my compassion protocols. We will locate it, and we will make it pay!
So let's see what the next task is. Rising Chorus, Act 1. There's concern in Failsafe's synthesized voice as she discusses Saint's ordeal on Nessus. Captain, is Saint Unit okay? She asks, it sounded like the conductor told him some stuff that really got to him. She is comforted by the fact that Saint has so many people around who care about him. No one can stay sad when you're surrounded by that much support. She says, I assume Failsafe will dedicate herself to studying the research samples so he can prepare to fight the conductor. Now that the conductor has harmed Saint Unit, I have disabled my compassion protocol. We will locate it and we will make it pay. Alright. Deep Sight, Echo Weapon Engram. Time-worn Wayfarer, Scout Rifle. Act 1 completed. Just a minute. Captain's log. As you upload your most recently gathered data into Failsafe's system, she activates a remote uplink and her helm holo projection blinks to life. I have something for you, Captain, she says excitedly. Her systems were as she initiates a transmat. It took me a while to replicate, but you've been helping me so much, and I wanted to return the favor. There is a cheerful chime, and the panel on the console in front of you hisses open, revealing a shimmering engram, slightly warm to the touch. I hope that this will enable you to collect data more efficiently, she says courteously. Then the voice drops the conspiratorial stage whisper. 3 violence. Her lights wink out as you claim your reward. I did complete this, yes, that's right. So 3 omen powerful weapon. Take that engram. These are rank rewards. And what else? Let me just see. Got 21 of these. Back to the inventory. Wow, 61, 56. Well, as you can see, you're picking up these weapons and have some of different perks. So, down to you to decide which one you like the best. Makes it a bit tricky, because I mean, picked up 3 of those. I think one of them is already in the vault, or also with Postmaster. It's a bit difficult to compare, isn't it, when you look. Cast the frame enduring guard, that's the same. Julius Trans unrelenting, cold steel, surrounded, radial area, transposer. So some are exactly the same, the other ones are different. But I need more of those upgrade modules because I can't really infuse. So I think probably I'll go to the tower just for a moment. 55, 55. Kara spine, untethered edge vest. Yeah, it was nothing new there, it was just this 56 and that's 53. 47 and that's 61, 62. This could be enhanced as well. Alright. So that's all been completed, and I believe we don't have anything else to do in here. Could just go and grind for those materials. Ah, there's a radio message in here. Okay, let's see.
I read your theories about Nessus. I share your concerns.
It is changing rapidly. More so than when the Vex first assimilated it. If Red War records can be trusted. It's not limited to Nessus, either. The data and the radiolaria we've collected is mutating. Not a past iteration sweeping over the present Vex. As if they'd always been that way. They are now adapting in real time.
It has to be the impact anomaly. Geppetto managed to map the radiolaria flows while Saint was down there. They're swirling around the impact site for miles below the surface. It's causing disturbances in the planet's EM field, Osiris. The Vex are doing something big.
A test. One that will cost them greatly.
Is he... Do you need anything?
I appreciate your support, but let us focus on this. Saint spoke of a singular voice directing him. A conductor, not a collective. Subterfuge and manipulation are not how the Vex operate. They are cunning, but blunt in their confidence.
You think this test belies a deeper truth?
They coalesce around the impact site, around one point. Something has changed. More than the Vex themselves. What if they found a new leader?
That was my fear as well. I doubt their motives are benign.
Yes. we will meet them in kind.
Well, completed some triumphs, I think. Just double check. Titles, Flamekeeper, Intrepid. All radio messages have been listened to, checked. Seasonal challenges. Several. Claim reward. That's week 4. Okay. So, research quest for specimen ID. Echoes Arena activity, breach executable, expert difficulty. On expert difficulty? No, I haven't got... my power's not like 1000 or so, I don't think I can do it at the moment. Not 1000, 2000, what I'm saying. Challenges completed. Nightfall spot. Week 2, 8, 10. Well, I completed everything, but what is aligned with the DLC. So I can't do that. That's really silly that I've done this. It's just literally the way in which they want to monetize. Like the exotic mission wildcard in the Pale Heart. Loss goes from return. Yeah, these are activities. The first 2 weeks just all aligned with the expansion. It's really silly. I don't really don't like the idea. I've got some absolutely against the seasonal content being merged with the DLC in order to monetize. It just doesn't gel with me, I'm afraid. No matter what other people say. Lore, we picked up 1 page, I think. No, several pages. Look at this. Polyphony. Darkness. Oh, there was something, wasn't there? Maybe not, because these ones will do some other time. Rank up. Let's claim our rewards. And in here, as you could see, I failed to rapidly defeat combatants with swords. But never mind, we'll go to the arena, and that will be easily completed there, I think. Yeah, I wanted an escalation protocol upgrade module. Bright Dust, then Engram, and this one. Well, as you could see, we are leveling up massively. Store, so that's this Engram, a vehicle. 1260, alright, Bright Dust, 1260. Space-time weft, weapon ornament for Leviathan's breath. So this guy's shell would be a bit more exposed. Oh, look at that, that's really cool. I really want that one. That is so cool. Look at that. Something going down below in order to explore Titanic. 2850, 2500, 2k. Let's just have a look what these ones are like. Yep, similar to the one I've got. And then this one looks like F-35 or Space Shuttle, in fact. That's quite good, I like it. Well, why not? We'll just collect more and then we'll be able to get it. But if I'm not mistaken, I've seen the message in there telling us that Act 1 was finished. Echoes Act 1 complete. Ikora will contact you when Act 2 begins. Well, that's annoying. It's 25 out of 25. So hang on a minute. It's 4 weeks. Yeah, I get it. So that's going to be next week. The reset will unlock the second act, because they did say that they were going to be 4 weeks long. Act release in 17 days. I see. So that's not going to be next week, but a week after. It'll be 1 week without any form of meaningful activity, and that's really not good. I don't really like the idea, honestly. I think that the seasonal content has got to be punchy week after week if people are to be retaining membership and wanting to carry on with the game. Otherwise, it just feels a bit diffused, diluted, that sort of thing. Curious about this. Bright England bonus. See. 500,000 XPs will provide us with this. Alright. So what do we have in there, in fact? Well, I guess we can just simply step in. But before we do that, I'll pick up a few more bounties. So I've seen a few that were left there. So that will be defeat Fallen, sniper rifles. Okay, let's see what these ones. Right, hand cannon sidearms, sniper rifles. So let me see, sniper rifle. Hand cannons, sidearm, automatic rifle. Sword we need to put back on, and then in here maybe we'll pick up Crimson. That should be a nice combination. And yeah, we'll just go to Arena. So you could see that. Bear with me, I need to just change my position a bit. There we are. More action on the way.
Greetings, Guardians. You are all captains to me. Please do not compete with each other to establish dominance.
Failsafe, please, lead the mission. You are captain now.
I am honored, but am technically unable to accept a permanent promotion to a position of authority.
It's okay, buddy. How about we let the captain take the lead?
Redirecting the data stream will allow us to study it, while preventing the Vex from receiving it. I appreciate tactics so tiny.
Tactics are neat, but the lasers are itchy. My haptic feedback gets weird around Vex energy signatures.
Need a few more.
Data for me means an assist for you.
And it's deposited. Can't see where. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it.
It is more beautiful than I could have dreamed. Threshold reached. Rendering assistance. You've achieved minimum expectations.
We've pulled everything we can from this site.
That's annoying. I just couldn't see where the bank was. It's annoying. Oh, Shadow Legion. Okay, so that is what I need for my bounty.
Data acquired. Please accept this in exchange.
Ah, come on. No ammunition.
Harvesting Radiolaria Incubator.
Haven't got my rocket launch either. That's annoying.
Secure that data, Captain? That beautiful data? Fire team member with high data yield found. Your achievement has been memorialized in my memory core.
Yeah, where is it? No, I can't see it. No, they've gone. Ah, that's annoying.
Achieve minimum expectations. Captain, subterranean radiolaria flows are converging on this position and disrupting extraction procedures.
Nessus itself brings the Vex to us. Secure their command plates and failsafe will extract your fire team.
Harvesting radiolaria incubator.
Extracting sample. What is going on? bizarre. I need to go back.
Captain, an adversary of infinite nothing has entered the battlefield to oppose you. Beat 'em up.
Yeah, but he's not taking a lot of damage, is he?
Your faithful failsafe is here. Fire team member with high data yield found. Your achievement has been memorialized in my memory core.
Collecting the data. Heavy ammunition again.
Your faithful failsafe is here. Fire team member with high data yield found. Your achievement has been memorialized in my memory core.
It's annoying that all those keep disappearing. We're trying so hard to collect them. Gone. More. Yeah, that's it. It's gone.
Guardian secured.
Ikora, you have the greatest amount of relevant data. Are Osiris and the Saint Unit ever gonna communicate effectively?
They're used to navigating hard times. We Guardians live long enough to weather any number of storms.
But now they're making it my problem.
Yes, they are used to that as well.
Give some praise, friends, who were really so helpful and eager to complete, as you could see. Really good outfits. Take a screenshot of this, and then we go back to orbit. This was the first one in the line of many. Where is it? Helm. Season activities and high difficulty levels. Hang on a minute. Do this. Ah, I see. We can increase it. Okay. Expert private. It's a bit over the top because I'm not 2005. Alright. Let me see what else we could be doing. Quests. Right, so that's some radio lights collected, and then swords, and then radio light. And what's this? Precision. Sniper rifles, okay. And that needs to be where? Anywhere in the system. Okay, we can do maybe some strikes. And explorer sniping. Ah. Claim your rewards, don't forget. So we have this one, and that's pulse rifle, Reddit reformed. We need to pick this one up. So I think we'll just simply, no, hang on a minute. See, that's very useful, we don't have to go back. 5759. Eccentric. Okay, so we go back, and then weapon director. Go to season pass and claim the weapon. That's the one. Let's see. Red Dead Reformed. Go back to the inventory. So this is the weapon. Mighty. We'll try it. Final blows with this weapon cure you and increase reload speed. Reloading after final blows cures nearby allies. Gives you more health, so that's pretty good. And it's an exotic pulse rifle. Weapon cosmetics, we don't have any ornaments, so it needs to be like this. And in here, we'll swap, and then we'll try that one. And then here, yeah, we'll keep alignment for the time being. Just a minute, that's 56. And that's 61. Okay, so we'll And then also, I think we had some serious increments there. It's 1960. Yeah, 59. And then we'll see 54, 55. That's not really significant. I'll just carry that. 53, 56. Yeah, why not? It's not massive, but you know, still. Yeah, so locked. Very easy to accidentally delete. So, I need to be toying with some of those, you know, being invisible and then having Golden Gun firing one extra shot and, you know, that sort of thing. Resilience is 70, recovers 50, discipline 70. Right. What do we do next? Let me think. Who is playing Destiny? Lodray, Mohammed, and Bev. Alright. So I think as we completed everything that was given to us by Echoes or Bungie, we need to wait more than 2 weeks for the new content to arrive. So that's really, I have to say that is not good. I'm not happy about this. I'm going to do Nightfall Strike. Let's see. Legends. 2 dungeons, 2 exotic missions. Okay. Vanguard. Grandmaster. Yeah, a bit too difficult because yeah, that's also quite difficult. Anyway, we'll just do it for fun. And in order to get strikes, so let's see. And the weapons we're using. Need to double check on what's necessary for our bounties. So we have hand cannons as sidearms. Rifles. Sniper rifles or scout rifles. No, brought in some of these mine. Looks like just 2 of us are being brought in out of the blue. Well, that's annoying. In the meantime, I'll do a little swap. Where is it? then on the other hand,